Hey guys, today we're going to talk about oversaturation, some websites that will help you choose the best game that is in your library or that you would like to play, and a cool blog post I found that might kind of help you understand in your own terms what oversaturation is. I'm sure you've heard it a bunch of times. Fortnite's oversaturated, PUBG's oversaturated, League of Legends is oversaturated. Basically, what everybody is trying to say in layman's terms, in the simplest way I could possibly explain it, is the amount of viewers that they have and the amount of channels that are playing. Um, Basically, the top three, I would say five, seven, have the majority share of all the viewers. So, like Fortnite, you get on, you want to play Fortnite, you got two viewers, but you see there's, 100,000 people watching it. You go to Ninja. On average, he's carrying 60 to 70,000 people. Myth has got, at least 20,000. Then you have, Dr. Lupo. People love watching him. He's a super cool guy. Dr. Disrespect, he's super funny. Tim the Tap Man. And then, like, even other games that you have, King George, Macy J. Those are just the ones that I personally watch that I can think of off the top of my head. But every time, regardless of what game they're playing, even if it's a game that they haven't played in forever or that is super unpopular, you go and you see some random game. It's got 40,000 views. It's nuts. And you see, oh, King George is playing. He's crazy popular. So that's kind of the happy medium you got to figure out for yourself, is the most popular game you can play and get viewers with the least amount of, I would say, I don't know what to call them other than like overhyped streamers. Um, it's probably a bad use of words, but you want to try and stay away from like the real big heavy hitters like Ninja and Myth, because regardless of what game they're playing, no matter what you're doing to entertain people, if they are watching you and they get that little pop up that Ninja's on, they're probably going to bail, unless they're friends or, they've been following you for a while or you've established a relationship like we talked about with the networking stuff. So we will go ahead and get into the apps. That's going to be kind of the meat and potatoes of this video, and hopefully you will take away some ways to go about tackling oversaturation. All right, guys, so this is Twitch Strike. This is usually my go-to. A lot of cool stuff going on here. They even have this promotional thing for, I think, like $8 or $9. You get 28 days, and they just kind of auto-host streamers that are online. They boast that they get a lot of viewers, a lot of followers, and stuff like that out of it. I haven't really found any concrete evidence saying that they do or don't, so take that with a grain of salt. The cool thing about it is, it gives you the best games and the worst games. And then they do have a bunch of forums too. You might want to check those out if you're bored, sitting at work, or, you're not taking a break from streaming or whatever. They also have a lot of reviews. There's not a lot of content to the reviews, but it is cool that they give you like a pro and a con right off the rip like that. I don't really use the main page usually. Like, I'll come here, maybe kind of browse around, but, typically I will just search for, a game here. It pulls up Fortnite, and it's a lot better, to search games individually. You just kind of get all of the info that you need, right here, channels, viewers, and ratio, the most and least popular times, and the heat maps. The heat maps are kind of cool just because you get, this whole, day's worth of, how many people are watching and at what times. And as you can see, kind of right in this area is usually when there's the least amount of channels. But also, you can add this to your collection. So if you're going to use Twitch Strike, my advice would be come up here, sign up, sign in, or whatever. Add the games that you want to stream, or that you have in your library even, and then you can kind of just get comfortable, sit down, kind of figure out your game plan, figure out what games are going to do you the most for viewers and etc. I like this one a lot. It's called Twitch Tracker. I'm going to drop these links in the description for you guys so you don't have to Google or anything. You can just click right after you watch this video. What I like about this one is it breaks down from Twitch itself. So you don't have to search. You don't have to worry about some random game that you've never heard of being a good game to stream. And it gives you just a lot of info, you know, how many viewers, you know, the average viewers, you know, the peaks, you know, all of that stuff. It's super, super nice. And I think that this is really good when you're first starting out and you're trying to pick a handful of games, because you can kind of just go through and see what might work for you, what might not. You know, and you can get Twitch stats and stuff like that. These are the two that I use. The third thing I wanted to show you guys was this blog post. And, you know, what came to stream on Twitch. You know, and he gives you a couple of tips, you know, browsing Twitch, you know, or, you know, the Twitch tracker, you know, either one. Just kind of depends what you want to do. You know, you don't have to use any of this stuff. I just thought it was super helpful, and I'd like to share it with you guys. You know, he brings up Twitch Tracker, you know, talking about the same kind of thing. Influencer.gg. It's going to be kind of the same thing as the rest of them. The only difference I've really found for this one is it's like very specific. You set filters. If you're trying to stream, you know, like only RPGs or, you know, like only Bandai games or something, might be useful for you. I haven't found a use for it. It is a pretty cool site. Quizzical Pixel is also one that's like really specific, so I didn't really care for it. I'd rather get kind of the blanket statement and kind of make my own judgments from there. You know, and that brings up Twitch Strike, and, you know, you get the heat maps and everything. And then he also brings up browsing YouTube. You can give it a whirl if you would like. I didn't find it to be very helpful at all, just because the amount of people that are on Twitch and YouTube, and, you know, with Twitch, you have to wait X amount of time before you can upload it to YouTube and stuff. You know, you can't stream on both at the same time. You get yelled at and banned and bad stuff. But the other thing is, you know, Fortnite is always super popular on there. League of Legends, you know, MOBA games, E-League, you know, Pro Leagues, you know, anything like that is always going to be super popular on there. So I don't think it's a very good gauge of how many people are currently watching that stuff. And another thing is, if people are watching a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube, it doesn't necessarily mean that the same people are watching it on Twitch. It's really hard to get people to go from Twitch to YouTube and vice versa. You know, that's just more navigation, more clicking, more loading, less time they're actually getting to enjoy whatever it is that they are looking for. And then down here, I really enjoy this. 3, you know, key rules to it. You know, will you enjoy it? You know, gotta have fun. I still cannot stress this enough, guys. Make sure you are having fun. Priority number 1. If you want to play a quote unquote oversaturated game because you just really enjoy it, play that game. You are still going to get viewers. And when people realize you're having fun and you're making jokes and everybody's laughing and you're starting to grow as a community and you're getting some regulars, people are going to stick around. It might take you a little bit longer than other people, but don't let that deter you. You know, are you good at it? Another one that's really important, you don't have to be, you know, the best CSGO player in the world, but if you're pretty good at it, you know, people are going to hang out and watch, you know, even if you aren't that funny or, you know, not that hyped. It just kind of depends what kind of streamer you would like to be. There are games that I'm average at, but when I play them, I get super, super serious, and I don't engage with my viewers. I tunnel really hard on the game because all I care about is winning at those games. Those are games I love to play still. Not good for me to stream on because nobody wants to watch me play a game and look like a zombie the whole time. And then the whole how will you stand out thing. You know, I've seen a bunch of streamers that have gotten really big really fast just from doing like really simple stuff. Like a lot of dudes really love Dead by Daylight or like Friday the 13th. So they always wear, like gory makeup or, Halloween costumes and stuff like that. Kind of pulling off what Dr. Disrespect does. But if that's what you want to do and you think that that will help you stand out, by all means, do that. You just got to figure things out for yourself. A lot of trial and error. Once again, it's a grind. Just experiment, pay really close attention to your summaries and stuff, and see what is working and not working, and just kind of make very small adjustments from there. And from this Redditor, I've never really seen this guy before ever, but a lot of people quote him all the time. So I'm assuming either he's a big streamer or he's just really knowledgeable. And are you a hardcore gamer and you excel at the game, or are you just trying to be entertaining? That's kind of the two make or breaks right there. You got to be one or the other. You can be a mixture of the both, however you find it, but every streamer is going to fall in one of those two categories or both. And then down here, the emergence. This guy looks like he works for some kind of gaming company. We'll cover that probably in our next video, because there's a bunch of companies that are just coming out of the woodworks that are trying to profit from promoting streamers and helping them get affiliate partner, making promises and stuff. And I've been doing some research on that as well. And as always, if you guys enjoyed this video or didn't enjoy it, let me know. Give me your honest opinions in the comments. We'll have a conversation about it. Give me some ideas for other videos you guys would like to see. I am 100% open to anything and everything, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, night,